Kara, Saka, Haru, and Professor Zane scale the rope inside the library. As Professor Zane, Haru, Saka, and Katara climb down and the rope, the library's ceiling dome. Oh, it's breathtaking. Professor Zane, Haru, and Saka climb down the rope, which owl architects in the background. The spirit spared no expense in designing this place. Writing, look at those beautiful buttresses, Professor Zane said. Saka, Haru, and Professor Zane, who are hanging from the rope. Saka and Haru giggle at the word. What's funny? Professor Zane asked. Nothing. We just like architecture, Haru said, smiling. As do I, Professor Zane said. They slide off the rope onto a bridge. My word, expression an owl mission above the above two pillars. The explicit Michael hand the work of this Thai or simple symbol. Saka Katara and Haru look at Professor Zane questioningly. Nice owl, Professor Zane said. They heard rushing noises. Saka and Katara run behind a pillar. Haru grabs Professor Zane and they hide behind another pillar. Washi Tong and an owl spirit walks over the bridge and examines the rope. Haru cringes his crouches his head around the pillar, turns his head around. I know you're back there, Washi Tong said. Haru gasped and hides again, smiles and walks from behind the pillar and up to Washi Tong. Hello, I'm Professor Zane, head of anthropology at Basing Sea University. He said, you should leave the way you came, looking to the side, unless you want to become stuffed heads of archaeology, Washitong said. Three stuffed animal heads on a pillar. Professor Zane, as he moans, "Ugh," and crouches his neck and cracks his neck knuckles. Or cracks, and cracks his neck. Crack. Kurtara, Saka, and Haru walk out from behind the pillars and up to Hua Shi Tong. Are you the spirit who built this library to who brought this library to the physical world? Saka asked. Indeed, I am Wa Shi Tong, he who knows 10,000 things. And you are obviously humans, which, by the way, are no longer permitted in my study, he said. What do you have against humans? Haru asked. Humans only bother learning things to get the edge on other humans. Flashback. Zhao studying scrolls in the library. Back to the present. Like that firebender who came to this place a few years ago, looking to destroy his enemies, Washi Tong said. So, leans towards Seka, leers towards Seka, sweating, leans towards a sweating Seka. Who are you trying to destroy? Washi Tong asked, his reflection in Washi Tong's eyes. What? No, 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 no. No destroying. We're, uh, not into that. Saka said, blinks. That's then why have you come here? Washi Tong asked. Um, Knowledge for knowledge's sake, Seka said. Washi Tong leans towards Seka. If you're going to lie to an all-knowing spirit being, you should at least put some effort into it. Washi Tong said. I'm not lying. I'm here with the Avatar. Grabs his sister and puts her in front of him. And she's the bridge between our worlds. She'll vouch for me, Seka said, nudges his sister. Ow. Uh, I'll vouch. We will not abuse the knowledge in your library, good spirit. You have my word, Katara said. They bowed to Washi Tong. Very well. I'll let you peruse my vast collection. Professor Zane, Haru, Katara, and Seka looking hopeful. One on one condition. They looked at the spirit a little worried. To prove your worth as scholars, you have to contribute some worthwhile knowledge, Washi Tong said. Walks up to Washi Tong, holding a book, and kneels down. Please accept this tome as a donation to your library, Professor Zane said. First edition. Very nice, Washi Tong said. Grabs the book with his wing, holding a water-bending scroll. I have an authentic water-bending scroll, Katara said. Ooh, these illustrations are quite stylish, Washi Tong said. Grabs the scroll. I have an authentic art-bending scroll, Haru said. Ooh, these illustrations are quite stylish, Washi Tong said. Grabs the scroll. Oh, great spirit, holding a piece of string. Check this out. Ties the string into a butterfly knot and shows it to Washi Tong. Ta-da! Haru, Katara, and Professor Zane look at Sokka with uncertainty. Washi Tong just looks at him in silence. It's a special knot. That counts as knowledge, Sucker said. You're not very bright, are you? Wa Shi Tong asked. Sucker grunts "Arr," as Wa Shi Tong takes the knot. Enjoy the library, Wa Shi Tong said, jumps off the bridge and flies down into lower levels of the library. Theme Avatar and Zane walk toward the library, narrowing his eyes. Bright enough to fool you, Seka said. Meanwhile, Jam, Ming, Mushi, and Toph rest in the shade. To Mushi. So, you're like. To Mushi. So, you like to fly? Toph asked. Mushi purrs deeply and scratches his ears. Of course, I'm more comfortable on the ground where I can see. Well, I don't see the way you do. I feel the vibrations in the ground with my feet, Toph said. Toph picks up a handful of sand and lets it fall. But this sand is so loose and stiff, it makes everything look fuzzy, Toph said. Mushi makes a rumbling groan. Not that there's anything wrong with fuzzy, Toph said. Mushi grunts.